Hello and welcome back. As always, I'm D1HEQH54, and like you, I too have a passion for the beauty of flight. Over the past 30 years I've spent much of my idle time quietly crafting scale flying machines, and I've seen much of what I enjoy slowly eroded by the onslaught of cheap prefabricated models in today's marketplace. Too often I see people pass up the most valuable rewards that this hobby has to offer because of false rumors of the perceived difficulties involved in building and finishing a model. Unfortunately, these rumors are too often perpetuated by an industry that is out to make a quick profit by exploiting desperate global labor markets rather than to enrich the lives of those who would like to participate in a challenging lifelong hobby. In addition, the quality of what is presented often leads to many unnecessary crashes, which only serves to further dissuade people while draining their wallets in a never-ending and discouraging cycle of crash, buy, crash. If you have ever resorted to an iron-on covering or purchasing yet another prefabricated model because you've been told of the difficulties of applying a strong, light, and durable fiberglass finish to a sheeted wing structure, then I urge you to forget everything that you've been told and watch along as I show you the best way to achieve results that will make you wonder where the rumors started. Enough said, let's get going. I hope that this series of slides has helped to dispel many of the myths that exist surrounding applying a light, strong, and durable fiberglass finish to your model. A soft, subtle brush with long bristles is probably the most important thing to remember. Take your time by mixing small batches of resin. Once it begins to kick, just put it aside, mix a fresh batch and continue where you left off. Don't be afraid to overlap sections. The worst thing that you can do is to try and do half a wing or half a fuselage with one piece of cloth. This is a recipe for certain disaster. It's also worth mentioning that moisture is your wing's worst enemy. This is something to remember not only when applying sheeting, but also when storing your wing prior to glassing. Always try to keep the wing at consistent humidity. Try not to move it from a basement to a living room or attic, for example, and once you begin sheeting, try to complete it all as quickly as you can before a change in humidity has a chance to occur. Once your sheeting is applied, try to glass the structure as quickly as possible. Once the glass and first application of resin have been applied, your wing will be unitized and therefore not only stronger, but also much more resistant to warpage. I have often sheeted and glassed a wing only to set it aside for finishing at a later time. It's also worth mentioning that similar warpage issues often arise from attempting to substitute water-based urethanes for epoxy finishing resin in an effort to ease cleanup. Another guaranteed pitfall is to substitute a common auto-body polyester fiberglass resin for an epoxy. Rest assured that I have tried many different methods to arrive at what you've seen here. This is where I ended up, and where I would recommend that others begin. And so, until next time my friends, much peace and much love.